You have arrived here because you sense a profound truth, that the life you are experiencing is not the only one available. You sense that the world you see, touch, and hear is a fraction of a far greater reality. You are living inside a perceptual prison, a beautiful and intricate construct, but a prison nonetheless. This prison is the veil of perception. It is a barrier woven from the threads of your five senses, your past conditioning, your collective beliefs, and the ceaseless chatter of your ego. This veil filters the infinite, magical, and opulent universe and presents you with a limited, predictable, and often scarce reality. It is the matrix, built not by machines, but by your own unexamined mind. Today, in this very moment, you are being handed the key. This is not just a masterclass, it is an awakening. It is the beginning of your liberation from the consensus trance, and your first step beyond the veil. The veil is not an external wall, it is an internal filter. Its primary function is survival, not thrival. It is designed to shrink the infinite down to a manageable, non-threatening sliver. Your eyes perceive less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. Your ears hear a tiny fraction of the available acoustic frequencies. Your reality is, by definition, a 99% omission. But this filtering goes deeper. Your beliefs add another layer. A core belief of "I am not worthy" is a dense black thread in your veil, actively filtering out all evidence of your magnificence and all opportunities for your wealth. A collective belief that money is hard to earn is a patch that obscures the effortless, abundant flow of the cosmos. You do not see the world as it is, you see the world as your veil allows. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victim of your perceptual cataracts. The power you seek, the wealth you desire, the peace you crave. It is all here, right now, on the other side of this thin, illusory curtain. Let us perform the first diagnostic. I want you to see your own veil in action. Right now, look around the room you are in. Your perception tells you that it is solid, stable, and real. You see a wall, a chair, a screen. You perceive these objects as separate from you, as static things. Now, I want you to close your eyes. In your mind's eye, I want you to zoom in on the chair. Zoom past the fabric, past the molecules, into the atoms. What do you see? You see a vast, vibrating, empty space. You see a swirling, chaotic dance of energy packets. 99.9999% of that solid chair is empty space, pure potential. Now, turn that same perception on your own hand. Zoom in. You will find the exact same thing, a vibrating, energetic void. At the fundamental level, the you and the chair are indistinguishable. You are both made of the same vibrating, limitless energy. Your perception of solid and separate is the first and most powerful illusion of the veil. It is the lie that keeps you feeling small and powerless in a world of hard objects. You are not a small body in a big world. You are a vast, limitless field of energy, momentarily focused as a body. Reflect on this. If your most basic perception of solid is an illusion, what other, more complex perceptions are also illusions? Your perception of lack, your perception of impossibility, your perception of I can't. These are not truths. They are habits of perception. They are grooves carved into your veil by a lifetime of unexamined agreement. You have agreed to a reality of limitation, and so that is the only reality your senses are allowed to report back to you. The poor person and the wealthy person live in the exact same infinite, abundant universe. The only difference is the veil they are looking through. One has a veil programmed to see only lack, obligation, and closed doors. The other has a veil programmed to see opportunity, abundance, and open pathways. The universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what your veil is programmed to perceive. The final teaching of this chapter is this: you are the weaver of your veil, and therefore you can be its unweaver. The power to change your reality is not found in fighting the solid world. That is a fool's errand. The power is in dissolving the internal filter that creates the solid world of lack. You are not here to break down the walls of your prison. You are here to wake up and realize the bars were never there. They were a projection. This entire masterclass is a series of commands, tools, and frequencies designed to help you tear down this old, limiting, illusory veil and replace it with a new, empowered, golden filter, or perhaps to live with no filter at all. The journey begins now. The awakening is here. Breathe in this new, exhilarating potential. Feel the solid world around you begin to soften. Feel the power that was once out there begin to return in here. This is the first taste of what lies beyond. Affirm your awakening. I am awakening from the perceptual prison. I am the weaver of my veil, and I am rewriting its code. My senses no longer limit me. They are a gateway. I am a limitless field of energy in a world of infinite potential. I now choose to see beyond the illusion of lack. I am awake. Chapter 2. The 5-sense deception. Why your reality is a 1% illusion. The prison we spoke of in our last chapter is guarded by 5 seductive, powerful, and utterly convincing liars. These are your 5 senses. Your sight, your sound, your touch, your taste, your smell. You have been trained from birth to trust them as the ultimate arbiters of truth. If you can see it, it is real. If you can touch it, it is solid. If you cannot, it is imaginary or unreal. This, my friend, is the greatest deception ever perpetrated upon a conscious soul. Your 5 senses are not windows to reality. They are a biological firewall. They are a data reduction system designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to ensure the survival of the human animal on a dense, physical plane. They are not designed to show you the truth. They are designed to show you a useful, simplified interface. You are trying to comprehend the boundlessness of the cosmos while looking through a tiny, greasy keyhole. And the wealth, the power, and the reality you desire is in the 99% of the room that you cannot see through that keyhole. Let us be clear. The universe is a vast, multidimensional ocean of vibration. It is a spectrum of infinite frequencies. Your senses are a bandwidth limiter. Your eyes? You see only visible light. You are blind to infrared, blind to ultraviolet, blind to radio waves, blind to gamma rays. This is 99.9% of the spectrum. Your ears? You hear a laugh, you hear a car, but you are deaf to the ultrasound that guides the bat, deaf to the infrasound that guides the whale. You are deaf to the silent cosmic symphony. Your sense of touch? It reports solid, but as we established, this is a lie. It is your finger's inability to perceive the quantum void. This is not a failure. It is a feature. But it is a feature designed for a limited survival-based reality. You are living in a 1% illusion, and you are trying to build a 100% life, a life of infinite wealth and power, using a 1% toolkit. This is why you have been frustrated. This is why you have failed. You are trying to build a skyscraper with a child's toy hammer. Now we will engage in a practical exercise to prove the limitation of your senses. I call this the sensory bypass. I want you to close your eyes. The world you were just looking at, your solid reality, has vanished. 80% of your perceived reality, gone, just by closing 2 small eyelids. Now focus on your hearing. Listen to the farthest, faintest sound you can perceive. Maybe it's a distant fan, a car, or the hum of your building. Focus on it. Now, in your mind, I want you to imagine a sound. Imagine the sound of a perfect, beautiful, singular piano note. C sharp. Hear it in your mind. Make it louder. Make it clearer. Now, ask yourself, which is more real? The external hum you are barely perceiving, or the internal note you are commanding with perfect clarity and power? The truth is, both are just neurological signals. Both are perceptions. One is a passive reception from your limited senses. The other is an active creation from your limitless imagination. The master of reality, the one who lives beyond the veil, understands that the imagination is a higher fidelity sense. It is the sense that perceives and creates in the 99%, the realm of cause. Reflect on this. Your entire life you have worshipped at the altar of the 1%. You have let the data from your limited senses be the evidence that dictates your beliefs. You check your bank account, sight. You see a low number, a 1% illusion, and you declare, I am poor. You have just used a lie to create a truth. You have let the effect, the 1% printout, define the cause, your belief. The person who lives beyond the veil reverses this. They ignore the deceptive 1% evidence of their senses. They ignore the solid bank account. They go instead into their imagination, their true creative sense, and they perceive the unseen reality of their wealth. They hold that perception. They live from that perception, and they command the 1% illusion to reshape itself around this new higher dimensional truth. You do not wait for your senses to show you your wealth. You show your senses what to see. The final teaching is this: your senses are servants, not masters. They are a feedback mechanism, not a creation mechanism. The veil of perception is this deep, hypnotic belief that your five-sense reality is the only one. Your awakening is the realization that your imagination is your true, sixth and most powerful sense. It is the sense that perceives beyond the veil. It is the architect's office where you draw the blueprints. The five-sense world is just the construction site, the lagging indicator, the echo in the material plane. Stop giving your power to the 1% illusion. Stop letting a lie dictate your life. Your wealth, your power, your health, they are not in the 1% you can see. They are in the 99% you can imagine. It is time to fire your old gatekeepers and claim your true creative senses. Feel the 99% of reality that is all around you, buzzing, waiting, pregnant with potential. Affirm your liberation from the sensory deception. My five senses are a tool, not a master. I am no longer a prisoner of the 1% illusion. My imagination is my true, creative, and most powerful sense. I perceive the 99% unseen reality where all potential exists. I do not believe my senses believe me. I am a creator, not a reactor. Chapter 3. The Ghost in Your Perceptions, Unmasking the Ego's Illusory Wall. We have pierced the first layer of the veil, the illusion of the five senses. Now we must confront the architect of the prison. We must confront the weaver of the veil itself. This is the ghost in your perceptions. It is the powerful, invisible, and terrified entity that you have come to call I. It is the ego. The ego is not your enemy. It is a survival program, a piece of mental software designed for one purpose: to create a sense of self by creating a sense of other. It is the I that is separate from that. It is the me that is separate from my money. It is this mechanism of separation that forms the very fabric of the veil. The veil is the ego's perception. It is a wall of I am not thatness, and it is this illusory wall that blocks the flow of the universe's infinite, unified abundance. To go beyond the veil, you must unmask this ghost. You must see it. You must understand its function. And you must lovingly, firmly relieve it of its command. The ego creates the veil by judging. It is a labeling machine. It looks at the neutral vibrating energy of the cosmos, and it sticks a label on everything. Good, bad, mine, yours, scary, safe, enough, not enough. Your perception of lack is not a fact. It is an ego judgment. An empty bank account is in itself a neutral fact, just a number on a screen. It is the ego that leaps in and screams, "This is a disaster. This means I am a failure. This means I am in danger. This judgment, this story, is the dense, vibrating thread of fear that the ego weaves into your veil. It is the ego's story that you experience as reality. The ego is the ghost that haunts the house of your perception, and it has convinced you that it is the owner. It has convinced you that its fearful, judgmental, separate reality is the only reality. It is the ultimate deceiver, and its primary tool is the illusion of separation. The practical application to unmask this ghost is a powerful practice I call decoupling the I from the am. You are going to consciously, momentarily break the ego's most powerful program, identification. The next time you feel a strong, negative emotion, especially one related to lack, such as anxiety, fear, or jealousy, you will stop. You will not resist the feeling. You will not judge it. You will perform a simple linguistic decoupling. Instead of saying to yourself, I am anxious, you will say, I am the awareness in which anxiety is occurring. Instead of I am poor, you will say, I am the space in which a thought of poor has appeared. See the shift? The ego's command is, I am the problem. The master's command is, I observe the problem. You are pulling your identity, your I, back from the illusion, back from the program, and re-anchoring it in the vast, silent, peaceful space of the observer, the awareness. This is the space beyond the veil. The anxiety is on the veil. You are the sky, not the cloud. Reflect on this. Who are you? When you are not your job, not your name, not your body, not your thoughts, and not your emotions. Who is left? This is the question the ego cannot answer. This is the question that dissolves it. The ego is a collection of memories and labels. You are the consciousness that is aware of that collection. For your entire life, the ghost has been running the show, pretending to be you. It has been weaving a veil of separation and fear, and you have been living as a prisoner in its story. The power, the wealth, and the peace you seek are not in the story. They are in the one who is aware of the story. By decoupling your I, you are taking the pen from the ghost's hand. You are no longer the character in the drama of lack. You are the author who is about to write a new chapter. The final teaching is this. The ego is the wall. It is the illusion of separation. And the universe is a unified field of infinite abundance. Therefore, the ego's perception of, I am separate from wealth, is the only thing blocking wealth from you. Wealth is your natural state. Abundance is your birthright. It is not something you must get or attract. It is something you must simply stop veiling, stop filtering, stop resisting. The ego's story of separation is the only resistance. When you unmask the ghost, when you see its judgments as a program and not the truth, the wall dissolves. The veil of separation tears, and the unified field of abundance, which was always there, has no choice but to flow into your experience. The ghost is unmasked. It is not you. It is a program. It is time to step back, to reclaim your true I, and to let the illusory wall of separation crumble. I am not my ego. I am not my story. I am the silent, powerful awareness that observes my mind. I decouple my I from all perceptions of lack and fear. I am the author of my story, not the character. I am one with the infinite, abundant universe. I am. Chapter 4. The Quantum Key, Perceiving the Field of Infinite Potential. We have pierced the veil of the senses and unmasked the ego. Now we must ask, what is on the other side? What is this 99% reality that the veil has been hiding? The answer is the most exhilarating, powerful, and fundamental truth of the cosmos. Beyond the veil is not a place, it is a state. It is a vast, limitless, intelligent, and conscious ocean of pure, unformed, vibrating potential. The mystics called it the mind of God, the void, or the akasha. Modern science calls it the quantum field or the zero-point field. This field is the stuff of the universe. It is the raw, formless energy from which everything is created. Every star, every planet, every chair, and every dollar bill in your bank account. This field is not separate from you. You are in it. You are a part of it. And most importantly, you command it. Your consciousness is the quantum key that unlocks this field. Your perception is the tool that organizes this infinite potential into your physical reality. The quantum field is a field of all possibilities. This means that everything you can possibly imagine already exists within it, in a state of potential, a wave function. The version of you that is a multi-millionaire exists in the field now. The loving relationship you desire exists in the field now. The perfect, healthy body exists in the field now. They are all potential realities waiting to be called forth, waiting to be selected and collapsed into physical form. So how do you select? You select with your perception, your focused, unwavering, feeling-backed perception. When you observe a problem, your empty bank account, you are using your powerful, creative consciousness to select and recollapse the potential of empty. You are commanding the field to give you more of what you are observing. The master who lives beyond the veil knows this. They withdraw their perception from the 1% illusion, the problem, and they place their perception firmly on the 99% potential, the solution, the wealth. They are using their consciousness as the key to select a new reality from the infinite menu. The practical application is to learn to feel this field. You must make the 99% more real to you than the 1%. I call this the quantum attunement practice. For 5 minutes, you will sit in silence. Close your eyes. Your senses are now off. Your ego is quieted. You are going to perceive the field. Imagine the air around you is not empty. Imagine it is thick, electric, and vibrating. Feel a buzzing, a tingling in your hands, in your chest, in your entire body. This is not just imagination. You are attuning your perception to the subtle energy of the field. Now, with your inner sense, you will perceive your desire as a finished fact within this field. Do not see it. Feel it. If you desire wealth, you will not see money. You will feel the frequency of security, freedom, and ease. You will feel it as a vibration that already exists in the electric, vibrating space all around you. You are not asking for it. You are attuning to it. You are matching your frequency to the frequency of the potential you wish to select. This is the work. This is how you use the key. Reflect on this. You are a god in chains, and you have been convinced you are a beggar. You are a vast, powerful, commanding consciousness, and you have been hypnotized by the 1% illusion into believing you are a small, powerless body. The quantum key is the realization that your perception is creative. It is not a passive receiver. It is an active projector. Where you place your focus, where you place your feeling, that is the command you are giving to the infinite field of potential. It must obey. It has no choice. It is the law. The field is impartial. It does not judge you. It does not care about your past. It only perfectly and instantly reflects your current dominant perception. This is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. They are both locked in a perceptual loop, using their quantum key to reselect the same reality over and over. Your work is to break that loop now. The final teaching is this. The veil of perception is the illusion that the 1% world of effect is all there is. The quantum key is the truth that the 99% world of cause is where your true power lies. You must stop trying to manipulate the 1% world. You must stop fighting the shadows on the wall. You must turn around, go to the source, go beyond the veil, and use your key. You must use your focused, feeling-backed consciousness to select a new potential from the infinite. Hold that new perception, live from it, and the field will bend, the veil will tear, and the shadow on the wall will change to match the new light you are casting. The key is in your hand. The field is awaiting your command. The menu of infinite possibilities is open. What will you choose? I am a vast, powerful consciousness. I am one with the quantum field of infinite potential. My perception is the key that commands the field. I withdraw my focus from the 1% illusion of lack. I now place my focus on the 99% potential of my wealth. I am selecting my new reality now. Shopper. Chapter 5. The I Am. Command. The chisel that cracks the veil. We have identified the veil. We have unmasked the ego that weaves it. We have discovered the quantum field that lies beyond it. Now, we require the tool. We need the one powerful high-vibration instrument that can pierce the veil and impress our will upon the field. This tool is not a word. It is not a concept. It is a declaration of being. It is the most powerful creative command in the universe. It is the I Am command. The words I am are not a description, they are a creation. They are the chisel. Whatever you attach to I am, you are, in that moment, chiseling into the raw, formless potential of the quantum field. You are giving a direct, divine order. The veil of your old perception was built with the chisels of your old unconscious I ams. I am struggling. I am not enough. I am in debt. Your new reality, the one beyond the veil, will be built with your new conscious, powerful I ams. This is the master tool that cracks the old illusion. Why is I am so powerful? Because it is the one truth the ego cannot refute. It is the name of God. It is the sound of pure, formless consciousness claiming a form. When you say, I am this or I am that, you are literally informing the field. You are taking the formless 99% and giving it form. The problem is that you have been using this divine, creative tool as a weapon against yourself. When you say, I am so tired, the universe, the field, which is a perfect, obedient servant, says, command received, and it chisels tired into your reality. When you say, I am just so broke, the field says, command received, and it chisels broke into your experience. The universe does not hear your I want. It only hears your I am. Your I am is your perceptual signature. It is the frequency that defines the veil you are looking through. To change the veil, you must change the I am. The practical application is to become a conscious I am architect. This is a two-part practice. Part 1, the fast. For the next 24 hours, you will go on an I am fast. You will become radically vigilant of your own speech. You will not allow any negative, limiting, or disempowering word to follow your I am. You will catch yourself. I am so Stop. You will cancel the command. This vigilance alone will make you aware of the thousands of times a day you are unconsciously chiseling a reality of lack. Part 2, the feast. You will now consciously feast on your new I ams. You will write down 5 declarations that represent the reality you are now commanding. I am wealthy. I am secure. I am powerful. I am a magnet for success. I am divine abundance. You will not just say these, you will feel them. You will close your eyes, go into the quantum attunement state, and you will feel the chisel striking the stone. You will feel the relief of I am wealthy. You will feel the calm of I am secure. You will feel it as a finished fact in the 99% realm. Reflect on this. Your I amness is your veil. Your reality is a perfect 360-degree mirror of your most dominant internal I am assumption. You have been walking through a hall of mirrors, and your reflection has been lack, because the I am you have been holding is I am in lack. You have been trying to change the reflection in the mirror. You cannot. The master of reality ignores the reflection. The master turns inward, and with the divine chisel of I am, changes the self that is casting the reflection. You must, in your own consciousness, become I am wealthy, before the mirrors of your 5-sense reality can show it to you. You must chisel this new identity onto your very being. When the self you are being changes, the reflection must change. It has no choice. The final teaching is this. The I am command is the hammer and the chisel that shatters the old veil of perception. The old veil was a masterpiece of I am not. Your new reality will be a masterpiece of I am. You are the sculptor. The quantum field is the marble. Your I am is the tool. Stop describing the statue you see, the 1% illusion. Start chiseling the statue you are, the 99% truth. Your every I am statement is a crack in the old prison. Your every felt I am command is a powerful act of creation. This is your power. This is your key. This is your command. The chisel is in your hand. The formless stone of the cosmos awaits your sculpture. What will you carve? I am the master of my I am. I am the divine sculptor of my reality. I release and cancel every old command of I am not. I now chisel my new reality with the power of I am. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am secure. I am. Chapter 6. The Alchemy of Stillness. Accessing the void, where all realities are born. We have the key, the quantum field, and the chisel, the I am command. Now, we must enter the workshop. We must access the state of mind, the place beyond the veil, where the work is actually done. This place is the alchemy of stillness. It is the void, the gap, the silent observer. It is the state of pure, formless, thoughtless consciousness. Why is this so crucial? Because the quantum field of infinite potential is a field of perfect stillness. It is the 0 point. To command it, you must match its frequency. You cannot command the silent, formless field from a place of noisy, chaotic, and fearful thought. That is like trying to sculpt marble with a jackhammer. You must enter the same stillness. You must become the void. It is in this profound, sacred, deep inner silence, this no mind, that your I am command has its maximum unresisted power. This is the alchemist's workshop, and it is the place where all realities are born. The veil itself is noise. The chatter of the 5 senses is noise. The judgment of the ego is noise. The fear of I am not is noise. This noise creates a static on your creative signal. It makes your I am command weak, garbled, and contradictory. You say, I am wealthy, but a moment later the noise of the ego screams, no, you're not. Look at your bills. And the static wins. The alchemy of stillness is the practice of turning down the volume of the 1% illusion. It is the practice of silencing the ego, silencing the senses, and silencing the fear, so that you can create a perfectly clear, silent, 0 point channel, and into this pure, clear channel, you will place one command. One, I am, and with no static to resist it, with no noise to contradict it, that command goes directly to the quantum field. It is received with perfect clarity. It is executed instantly in the 99% realm. This is the secret of effortless manifestation. It is creation, not from force, but from stillness. The practical application is to enter the alchemical void. This is a 10-minute meditation, but it is a meditation of undoing. Your goal is not to think positive thoughts. Your goal is to stop thinking altogether. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes. Phase 1. The senses. For 3 minutes, simply observe. Hear the sounds, but do not listen to them. Feel the air, but do not think about it. Just observe the data and let it pass through you. You are detaching from the 1% illusion. Phase 2. The ego. For 3 minutes, watch your thoughts. See them as clouds floating by. You are not the clouds. You are the vast blue empty sky behind the clouds. Do not follow them. Do not engage. Just watch. You are detaching from the ghost, the weaver. Phase 3. The void. For 3 minutes you will now sink behind the thoughts, behind the senses, into the vast, dark, peaceful, silent awareness that is you. This is the void. It is pure being. It is the stillness. Phase 4, the command. In the final minute, from this place of pure, formless, silent power, you will gently, silently introduce the feeling of your I am. No words, just the pure somatic feeling of I am wealthy. Feel the relief. Feel the peace. You're planting a seed in the most fertile, silent, powerful soil in the universe. Reflect on your relationship with silence. Do you fear it? Do you fill every moment with noise, with music, with podcasts, with chatter? This is the ego's strategy to keep you trapped in the veil, in the 1% illusion of doing. The ego knows that in the true deep silence, it dissolves. It knows that in the stillness, your true godlike power awakens. Your fear of silence is the prison guard's trick to keep you from the door of your own cell. The wealth you seek is not in the noise. The power you seek is not in the hustle. They are both waiting for you, in the profound, generative, and alchemical stillness of your own core. You must be brave enough to go there. The final teaching is this: the veil is noise. The truth is silence. Creation is born of stillness. Your power is not in your action. It is in the stillness from which your inspired action arises. You must stop shouting your desires at the universe and learn to become the silent void. For in that void, you are no longer a person asking for a thing. You are the creator becoming the thing. In that stillness, you and the quantum field are one. You and your desire are one. There is no separation. And in that state of perfect, silent, non-resistant union, manifestation is not a miracle. It is an inevitability. The alchemist's workshop is open. The key is to be silent. I am the master of my inner stillness. I am not the noise. I am the silence that observes it. I am the vast, empty sky, not the passing clouds of thought. I access the alchemical void where all realities are born. From this stillness, my I am command is law. I am the silent power. Chapter 7. The Unseen Architecture, Commanding the Blueprints of Wealth. We have now accessed the workshop beyond the veil, the alchemical stillness of the quantum field. We have the chisel, our I am command. Now we must become the architect. You cannot build a magnificent, opulent life from a vague and undefined wish. A wish for more money is a weak, garbled command. It has no structure. The quantum field is a field of infinite potential, yes, but it requires a precise blueprint to know what to collapse into form. This blueprint is the unseen architecture. It is the vivid, multisensory, and emotionally charged reality you must first construct behind the veil, in the 99% realm of your imagination. You must build your empire in your mind, with such clarity and feeling that the five-sense world has no choice but to follow the new design. You are not a builder, you are the architect. The universe is the builder. Your only job is to provide a flawless, finished blueprint. The unseen architecture is not just a picture. This is where most fail. They hold a flat, 2D image of a check and wonder why nothing happens. A blueprint is multidimensional. It has structure, it has texture, and most importantly, it has an emotional signature. It is a feeling state. Your blueprint for wealth is not a dollar amount. It is the feeling of freedom. It is the feeling of security. It is the feeling of joy. It is the somatic, cellular experience of I have more than enough. You must build this feeling state first. This feeling state is the magnetic coating on your blueprint, the vibrational signature that the quantum field locks onto. Your job is to create a complete, sensory, emotional blueprint of your life, as if your desire were already a finished fact. The practical application is the blueprint rendering. This is a 10-minute creative act. You will not meditate, you will architect. Step 1. The end scene. You will define the end result of your desire. not the how, the what. Let us say it is financial freedom. What is one simple, short scene that would imply this is a finished fact? Perhaps it is you, sitting on a beautiful balcony, sipping coffee on a Tuesday morning, with a profound feeling of, I have nowhere I have to be. I am totally free. Step 2. The sensory saturation. Now you will render this blueprint. You will loop this 10-second scene in your mind, but you will engage all your creative senses. What do you see? The blue sky, the steam from the coffee. What do you smell? The coffee, the ocean air. What do you hear? The distant birds, the silence of no stress. What do you touch? The warm mug, the comfortable chair. Step 3. The emotional anchor. This is the key. As you loop this scene, you must generate the corresponding emotion. What is the dominant feeling? It is relief. It is peace. It is freedom. You must feel this in the center of your chest. This feeling is the signature. You must do this until this imagined scene feels more real, more solid, and more true than your current reality. Reflect on this. You have been living in a house you did not design. Your current reality is a blueprint you inherited from your parents, from society. It is the default blueprint of lack, struggle, and limitation. You are just living in the model home of the consensus trance. You have never, as a conscious, sovereign being, chosen your own design. This practice is the most profound act of self-love and self-power. It is the moment you fire the old, inherited architect and you take the drafting table for yourself. You are declaring, the old blueprint is canceled. The old reality is now obsolete. I am now issuing a new, divine, and non-negotiable blueprint. This is my new command. The final teaching is this. The 1% illusion is just a construction site. The unseen architecture you create in the 99% realm is the true reality. It is the cause. The physical world is the effect. You must stop being hypnotized by the effect. You must stop looking at the half-built, wrong-colored walls of your old reality and declaring the project a failure. You must, with the discipline of a master architect, hold your focus on the new blueprint. You must live from the blueprint. You must walk, talk, and feel as if that new, unseen architecture is the only truth. When your faith in the unseen blueprint becomes more unwavering than your faith in the seen illusion, the veil must tear, and your construction site must reorganize to match your new design. The drafting table is clear. The tools are in your hand. The quantum field is your construction crew. Draw your world. I am the master architect of my reality. My imagination is the blueprint for my life. I am now drawing the unseen architecture of my opulence. I create my blueprint with multisensory clarity and deep emotional power. My faith is in my unseen blueprint, not my seen illusion. I am building my empire from beyond the veil. Chapter 8. The 5-Minute Rift. Hack. Pulling your desires through the veil. We have the workshop, stillness, and the blueprint, unseen architecture. Now we need the delivery mechanism. We need a way to create a door or a rift in the veil, a direct conduit from the 99% realm of potential to the 1% realm of physical experience. This is the hack. It is a 5-minute high-intensity bioenergetic technique that uses your body and your breath as the tools to create this rift. The veil is not just mental, it is energetic. It is held in place by your body's habitual tension, your shallow breathing, and your scarcity biology. We are going to use a burst of coherent energy to punch through it. This is a dynamic, active, and powerful form of creation. This is not passive wishing. This is a quantum pull. The rift hack works by first charging your bioharmonic field to its absolute peak, like charging a powerful battery, and then discharging that energy in a single, focused, coherent beam of intention. This intense, focused discharge, when aimed at your clear, unseen blueprint, creates a temporary hole or rift in the veil of your old perception. It is a weak spot, and through this new opening, the universe must rush to deliver the corresponding opportunities, synchronicities, and manifestations. You are in essence creating a vacuum in the 1% world that the 99% potential must fill. This is an alchemical act, using the fire of your own life force, prana, and the power of your heart's magnetic field. It is the ultimate action in the world of non-action. The practical application is the 5-minute rift hack. Do this when you need to make a rapid shift. Step 1. Charge, 2 minutes. Stand up. You will perform a pranic breath of fire. Breathe rapidly, forcefully, and rhythmically through your nose, like a bellows. Your belly should pump. Do this for 1 full minute. You are rapidly charging your nervous system and your entire biofield with prana, with life force. You are building the charge. You will feel electric, alive. Step 2. Coalesce, 1 minute. Stop the breath. Be perfectly still. Feel that massive, vibrating electric energy you just built. Now, with your intention, pull all of it, into a single, white-hot, vibrating point of light in the center of your heart. You are coalescing the energy. Step 3. Discharge, 2 minutes. Now bring your unseen blueprint to mind, that 10-second end scene of your desire fulfilled. See it, feel it. Now, on a powerful single exhale, like you are going to blast that white-hot point of energy from your heart directly into the center of your scene. You are funding the blueprint with your life force. For the rest of the time, you will stand in the afterglow, the feeling of it being done. Feel the whoosh of the universe as it rushes to fill the new vacuum you created. Reflect on the difference between this and hustle. The hustle is chaotic action. It is 10 hours of low-grade, fearful, static-filled pushing against the 1% illusion. It is trying to move the solid wall with your bare hands. This rift hack is harmonic action. It is 5 minutes of high-intensity, coherent, pulling from the 99% realm. It is the work of the alchemist, the work of the master. It is 1,000 times more powerful. You are not fighting the veil. You are piercing it. You are not earning your wealth. You are commanding it to be delivered. This is the shift from powerless body to bioenergetic power plant. The final teaching is this. You have a divine, creative, biological fire within you. Your breath is the bellows. Your heart is the forge. Your intention is the hammer. You have been taught to let this fire smolder, to keep it banked, to be realistic. This is the veil's greatest lie. You are meant to be a creative furnace. This rift hack is your permission to unleash your power, but to do so with coherence and intention. It is the marriage of your primal biological energy with your divine conscious will. Use this tool not from a place of need, but from a place of power. Use it to crack the old world and pull through the new. The fire is in your hands. The veil is thin. It is time to create the rift. I am a bioenergetic powerhouse. My breath is the fuel for my creative fire. My heart is the cannon of my intention. I am not a hustler. I am a harmonic creator. I now command my desire to be delivered from the 99% into the 1%. I am the rift. Chapter 9. The Resonance of Opulence, Tuning Your Frequency to the Unseen Supply. We have pierced the veil. We have sent our command. Now we must ensure the delivery. The universe, the quantum field, is a vibrational field. It communicates not in words, but in frequencies. The unseen supply of all wealth, all health, all love, is vibrating at a very high, calm, and open frequency. We will call this the resonance of opulence. The static of scarcity, fear, doubt, anxiety, is vibrating at a very low, chaotic, and contracted frequency. Here is the unbreakable law. You cannot receive a high-frequency delivery, wealth, while you are broadcasting a low-frequency signal, lack. It is a physical impossibility. The radio must be tuned to the station. Your rift hack opened the door, but you must now become the vibrational match to what is on the other side. This is the art of allowing. This is the science of resonance. The resonance of opulence is a feeling. It is the frequency we have touched on before, but now we must become it. It is the calm, expansive, peaceful, and joyful feeling of all is well. It is the feeling of an open hand, not a clenched fist. It is the feeling of enough, which is the gateway to more than enough. The veil of perception is your old, habitual resonance of not enough. It is a frequency fence. Even if you pierce it for a moment, if your habitual frequency returns to lack, the veil seals itself right back up. The work, therefore, is to change your habitual resonance. You must, through conscious practice, make opulence your new home frequency. You must make peace and ease your default state of being. You do not get wealth. You resonate with wealth, and it then organizes around you. The practical application is to become a vibrational tuner. You will use your heart as your tuning dial. Your heart is the 5,000x stronger magnetic broadcaster, and it is the key to your resonance. This is the heart field lock-in. For 5 minutes, 3 times a day, morning, noon, night, you will stop. You will stop the doing, the hustling, the worrying. You will sit, place your hand on your heart, and breathe through your heart, as we learned in our bioharmonic work. You will then, on command, generate the feeling of gratitude. You will find one thing to be truly, deeply grateful for. Your breath, a loved one, a cup of coffee. You will swell that feeling in your chest. Then, once you have that gratitude frequency locked in, you will relabel it. You will silently say, "This is the resonance of opulence. This is the frequency of my wealth." You are consciously and biologically associating the high-frequency state of gratitude with the concept of wealth. You are tuning your instrument. Reflect on this. Your vibe is your reality. You have been walking through the world with a vibe of scarcity, a frequency of effort and struggle, and wondering why your life is hard. You have been a problem magnet. This practice is how you become a solution magnet. You are taking 100% responsibility for your own energetic broadcast. It is no one else's fault. It is not the economy. It is not your boss. It is your resonance, and your resonance is your choice. This is the ultimate power. It doesn't cost $1. It doesn't require anyone's permission. At any given moment, you can stop, breathe, attune to your heart, find one thing to be grateful for, and in that instant, you can shift your entire frequency. You can go from scarcity repellent to opulence magnet in 60 seconds. The final teaching is this. The veil is just a low, chaotic, fearful frequency. The reality beyond the veil is a high, coherent, loving, and abundant frequency. You are the dial. You choose. The unseen supply is not a place you have to get to. It is a frequency you have to become. Your mastery is not measured by your bank account. Your mastery is measured by how fast you can return to the resonance of opulence when the 1% illusion, a bad event, tries to pull you back into the static. This is the game, and you have just been given the cheat code. Your heart's coherent gratitude is the master key to the frequency of all good. The universe is singing the song of opulence. It is time to tune your heart and sing along. I am the master of my own frequency. I am a vibrational match to the unseen supply. My heart is the tuning dial, and I choose the frequency of gratitude. I am no longer a problem magnet. I am a solution magnet. The resonance of opulence is my new habitual state of being. I am a magnet for wealth. Chapter 10. The The billionaire's second sight, perceiving opportunity where others see lack. We have done the internal work. We have pierced the veil, accessed the void, and tuned our resonance. Now, how does this translate into the 1% solid world of action? The answer is that it fundamentally changes your perception. It gives you what I call the billionaire's second sight. This is the result of your new tuned veil. Where others, who are still trapped in the old, scarcity-programmed perception, see only problems, lack, and closed doors, you will begin to see something else. You will see opportunity. You will see potential. You will see the pathway. This is not a mental trick. It is a literal, perceptual shift. Your new I am command and your new resonance of opulence have reprogrammed your brain's reticular activating system, RAS. You have literally commanded your brain to filter for opportunities for wealth, and it must now obey. You are seeing the 1% illusion, but you are seeing it with 99% eyes. The average person's veil is a problem filter. It is programmed by the news, by the ego's fear, and by the static of scarcity. It actively scans the world for evidence of what's wrong. It finds it, focuses on it, and says, "See? I told you life was a struggle." The billionaire's second sight is the opposite. It is an opportunity filter. It is a state of mind, born of your new bioharmonic resonance, that actively scans the same world for evidence of what's possible. It sees a problem, and its first automatic perception is not disaster, but solution. And the solution to a problem is always a multi-million-dollar opportunity. This second sight is the ability to perceive the unseen architecture of a solution while others are still staring at the solid wall of the problem. The practical application is to activate your opportunity filter. This is a practice you will do in the world. This is your homework. Step 1. The problem hunt. For one day, your only mission is to find problems. Listen to people complain. Read the news. What are people struggling with? What is the pain point? But you will not engage with it as a victim. You will engage as an architect. Step 2. The second sight question. For every problem you identify, you will immediately ask yourself this one powerful, veil-piercing question. If this is the problem, what is the elegant, opulent solution? And then you will be still. You will go into that alchemical stillness, that void, and you will listen for the answer. You are using the problem as a tuning fork to help you perceive its corresponding solution, which already exists as a potential in the quantum field. You are training your mind to automatically pivot from lack perception to opportunity perception. Reflect on your past. How many million-dollar opportunities have you walked right past, simply because your veil was programmed to see only the problem? The person who invented the rideshare app was not the only person in the world to perceive the problem of, it's hard to get a cab. Billions of people perceived that problem, but they perceived it from a victim frequency. He perceived it with second sight, from a solution frequency. He perceived the unseen architecture of the solution. This is the only difference between a life of lack and a life of opulence. It is not your luck. It is not your hard work. It is the filter of your perception. It is the veil you are wearing. The final teaching is this: wealth is not a thing you get. It is a solution you perceive. Money is simply the 1% shadow, the thank you note, for perceiving and acting upon an opulent solution that already existed in the 99% realm. Your new coherent high-frequency state, your resonance of opulence, is what allows you to perceive these solutions. The ideas, the opportunities, the lucky breaks, they were always there. They were flying all around you, but you were energetically, perceptually blind to them. You were not a vibrational match. Now you are. As you live from your new tuned state, you will be flooded with ideas. You will see the pathways. This is the billionaire's second sight. It is the practical 1% result of your 99% work. Your eyes are now open to a new world. The world of problems is gone. The world of pure, opulent opportunity is all that remains. I am a master of the billionaire's second sight. My mind is no longer a problem filter. It is an opportunity scanner. I perceive the unseen solution in every apparent problem. The world is not solid. It is a field of opulent potential. My new frequency illuminates the pathways to wealth. I am a magnet for million-dollar ideas. Chapter 11. The Akashic Signature, Reading the Unwritten Code of Your Soul's Power. We have pierced the veil of the material world. Now we must go deeper. We must go beyond the quantum field of all possibilities and access the record of your own unique divine power. This is the Akashic Signature. The Akashic Record is a term for the vibrational, energetic library of all that has ever been, is, and will be. It is the memory of the universe, but within that infinite library, there is one book that is yours alone. It is your Akashic Signature. It is the source code of your soul, the blueprint of your unique genius, your divine purpose, and your most effortless path to power and wealth. The veil of perception has not just hidden the quantum field from you, it has hidden you from you. The ego's noise has drowned out the silent, powerful truth of who you are and why you are here. To go beyond the veil is to finally read your own code. Your Akashic Signature is the why behind your I am. It is the unique flavor of your power. It is the reason you are here. For one person, their signature is harmonic leader. For another, creative healer. For another, joyful builder. When you are out of alignment with this signature, your life is a chaotic hustle. It is a struggle. You are trying to be someone you are not. You are trying to chisel with a hammer when you were born to paint with a brush. This creates profound static. When you align with your signature, you enter harmonic action. Your wealth flows to you effortlessly because it is a byproduct of you simply being who you were born to be. The veil of the ego wants you to be anything to survive. The truth of your soul, beyond. The veil is that you are one specific thing, designed to thrive. The practical application is to begin to decode your signature. You cannot read this code with your 1% mind. You must feel it. This is a meditative, intuitive inquiry. Sit in the alchemical stillness. Go to the void. From that place of pure, silent awareness, you will ask this question: what is my unique path of least resistance? You will not ask, what is my purpose, as that is too big. You will ask, what feels like joyful, effortless flow to me? Ask yourself these questions. 1. What did I love to do as a child before the veil of should descended? 2. What subjects, ideas, or actions make me lose track of time? 3. What problem in the world breaks my heart in a way that feels personal? The answers to these questions are clues. They are the breadcrumbs leading back to your signature. Your signature is always found at the intersection of your greatest joy and the world's deep need. Reflect on your current work, your current life. Is it a reflection of your joy? Or is it a reflection of your shoulds, your fears, and your inherited programs? Are you living your signature, or are you living a copy of someone else's? The struggle, the burnout, the hustle, these are not signs of your dedication. They are symptoms of your misalignment. They are your soul's bioharmonic feedback screaming, this is not the code, this is not who we are. The veil of perception has convinced you that work must be hard. The truth of your Akashic signature is that your true work, your most powerful and wealthy work, will feel like play. It will feel like art. It will feel like coming home. The final teaching is this: your greatest wealth is locked inside your unique divine soul code. It is your Akashic signature. The universe does not want to reward you for your struggle. It wants to reward you lavishly and opulently for the courage to be yourself. It wants to reward you for bringing your unique, beautiful, necessary note to the symphony. The final act of piercing the veil is to stop looking outside for the secret to wealth. The secret is not out there. The secret is in you. It is the unwritten code. It is the unique power that only you possess.
Your job is to find that code, to align with it, and to be it, unapologetically in the world. When you do, the veil of struggle dissolves forever, and you become a living, breathing conduit for your own divine, effortless, and unique opulence. It is time to read the book of you. It is time to remember your power. I am now accessing my own Akashic signature. I am releasing the shoulds and hustle of the veil. My true work feels like joyful, effortless flow.
My power is in my authenticity. My wealth is in my unique genius. I am here to be the one, true, authentic me. I am my unique power. Chapter 12. Collapsing Time, How to Manifest from the Beyond into the Now. We have reached a critical point. We are beyond the veil in the 99% realm. We have our blueprint, our I am command, and our resonant frequency. But now the ego, the 1% mind, rears its head with its final, most insidious question. When? This question, when will it get here, is the ultimate trap. It is the act of recreating the very separation you just worked to dissolve. The question, when, presupposes that your desire is not here. It solidifies the illusion of time. And time, my friends, is the final, grandest illusion of the veil of perception. In the quantum field, in the beyond, there is no past or future, and there is only an infinite, eternal now. Your desire is not in the future. It exists now. Your lack is not in the past. It exists now. The only time that exists is the one your perception is focused on. To manifest, you must learn to collapse time. You must stop waiting for your desire and pull it into your now. Time, as you perceive it, is a function of the 3D, 1% illusion. It is a useful tool for scheduling meetings, but it is a lie in the creative realm. In the 99% realm, all potentials exist simultaneously. The you that is wealthy and the you that is poor are coexisting right now as different frequencies in the infinite now. The only thing separating you from the wealthy you is vibration, not time. You travel to that reality not by waiting, but by shifting your frequency. The act of waiting is a powerful, creative command. When you wait for your wealth, you are using your I am to command a reality of waiting. And the universe, in its perfect obedience, says, command received, I will give you the experience of waiting. And so, your desire always stays just out of reach, in the future, a carrot you can never catch. The master of reality never waits. The master collapses time. The practical application is the time collapse technique. This is an act of radical vibrational immediacy. Step 1. The end scene. You will again call up your unseen blueprint, that 10-second scene of your wish fulfilled. Step 2. The now command. You will not see this scene as in the future. You will, with a powerful act of creative will, pull it into this present moment. You must ask yourself, what would it feel like if this were happening right now? Not a year from now. Now. Step 3. The sensory assumption. You will detonate that feeling in your body now. Feel the relief now. Feel the freedom now. Feel the joy now. Your hands resting on your lap must feel like the hands of a millionaire. Your breath in this moment must be the breath of a person with no worries. You must hold this vibrational, present tense assumption for 60 seconds. You are not visualizing a future. You are remembering your present. You are accessing a parallel now. Reflect on your relationship with time. Is it your friend or your jailer? Have you been putting in your time, waiting for your big break, hoping for a better future? This is the language of the perceptual prison. It is the ultimate disempowerment. You are giving your creative power to a phantom called the future. The master of reality knows that the only moment of power, the only moment of creation, is now. Your future is created by the I am you embody now. Your past is healed by the I am you embody now. To collapse time is to reclaim your power from the illusions of past and future and to concentrate it all in this one potent, eternal, creative moment. The final teaching is this: stop waiting. The act of waiting is a declaration of lack. It is the veil in its most subtle form. Your desire is not coming to you. It is coming through you. It is a frequency you must allow to express now. The how and the when are the ego's questions. They are irrelevant. The only relevant question is, who are you being right now? Are you being the person who is waiting, or are you being the person who has? You must, with a courageous and divine stubbornness, insist on being and feeling that your desire is a present tense fact even and especially when the 1% illusion of your senses screams otherwise. This is the final test of the master. When your inner now assumption of success is more real to you than your outer now of illusion, time must collapse. The veil must tear, and your now will be made manifest. The future is a phantom. The past is a ghost. The only time is now. The only reality is your I am. Collapse them. I am the master of my now. I release the illusion of waiting and the prison of time. My desire is not in my future. It is a parallel reality I am accessing now. I am not becoming wealthy. I am wealthy now. I collapse time by feeling my fulfilled desire as a present tense fact. I am now. Chapter 13, The Silent Observer, Becoming the God Consciousness Behind the Veil. We have come to the pinnacle of our journey. We have identified the veil, the void, the chisel, the blueprint, the rift, the resonance, and the time collapse. But now, we must ask the final question. Who is the I that is doing all this? Who is the I that is chiseling? Who is the I that is perceiving? We have unmasked the ego as the ghost in the perceptions. Now we must meet the God consciousness behind the perceptions. This is the silent observer. This is your true, eternal, and ultimate self. It is the vast, formless, silent, and impersonal awareness that is aware of the entire show. It is the awareness of the veil. It is the awareness of the ego. It is the awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, and your 1% reality. It is the one true I am. To realize this, to become this, is to move from being a creator who is manipulating the veil to being the source of the veil itself. This is the ultimate inner mastery. The silent observer is the screen upon which the movie of your life is projected. The veil is the movie. The ego is a character in the movie. Your problems are the plot. Your desires are the script. You have been your entire life hypnotized into believing you are the character in the movie, a small, powerless, separate me struggling through the plot. The great awakening, the final step beyond the veil, is the realization that you are not the character. You are not even the plot. You are the screen. You are the vast, silent, untouched, and untouchable consciousness upon which all of it is playing. The character can be poor. The screen is not poor. The character can be afraid. The screen is not afraid. The screen is the container of it all. It is pure, peaceful, and perfect. This is your true identity. The practical application is to embody the observer. This is the final meditation. This is the practice of unhooking your identity from the character and anchoring it in the screen. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. A thought appears. I need to pay that bill. The ego says, that's me. That's my problem. The silent observer simply notices. It says, a thought about a bill has appeared. A feeling arises, anxiety. The ego says, I am anxious. The silent observer notices. It says, a sensation of anxiety is present. You are going to practice this disidentification. You are going to sit for 10 minutes and just watch the show. Watch the thoughts, the feelings, the sounds, and you will continuously, gently, pull your eye back, 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 from the movie to the observer of the movie. You are not the thinker. You are the awareness of the thinker. You are not the feeler. You are the awareness of the feeling. This is the ultimate beyond. Reflect on this. If you are this silent observer, this pure, formless awareness, can you be harmed? Can you lack anything? No. The observer is, by its very nature, whole, complete, and at peace. It is the ego, the character, that perceives lack. The God consciousness, the observer, perceives only itself and the movie it is projecting. This is the source of all power. When you operate from the character, you are in the 1% illusion, trying to get wealth. When you operate from the observer, you are in the 99% realm of cause. You are the projector. And you can, from this place of calm, detached power, change the real. You can choose a new thought, choose a new I am command, and project a new reality onto the screen of your life, not because you need it, but because you choose it. The final teaching is this. The veil is the movie you are projecting. The ego is the character you have been pretending to be. Your true self is the silent observer, the projector, the light, and the screen. This is the God consciousness. From this state, you are already beyond the veil. You are already whole. You are already abundant. Your wealth is not out there to be manifested. Your wealth is an intrinsic property of your true observer self. Your work is to stop identifying with the poor character in the movie and to start identifying with the infinitely abundant projector of the movie. When you make this shift in identity, the movie must change. The veil does not just tear. It is revealed to be the very light of your own consciousness. You are not the perception. You are not the veil. You are the silent, divine consciousness that is aware of all of it. I am not the character in the story. I am the observer of the story. I am not my thoughts. I am the vast, silent awareness behind them. I am not the veil. I am the consciousness that projects it. My true self is whole, complete, and eternally at peace. From this place of power, I choose to project a reality of opulence. I am the silent observer. Chapter 14. The Architecture of Belief, Solidifying Your New Perceptual Home. You have gone beyond the veil. You have accessed the God consciousness, the silent observer. You have, from this place of power, used your I am chisel to draft a new, unseen architecture of wealth. You have become the projector. But now you must ensure that the new movie keeps playing. You must solidify your new perceptual home. The old movie, The Veil of Lack, was not just a random projection, it was a habit. It was a groove of perception, reinforced by a lifetime of agreement. Your new reality of opulence must also become a habit. It must become your new, default, automatic home frequency. You must build a new architecture of belief that's so strong, so solid, and so unwavering that the old reality of lack can never find a foothold in your perception again. This is the final solidification stage. This is how you make your trip beyond the veil a permanent relocation. A belief is just a thought that you have thought and felt and agreed to over and over again. It is a solidified perception. Your old veil was a house built from the solid bricks of beliefs like, I am not worthy, it's hard, and there is not enough. We have dissolved these. Now we must build a new house. We must build a fortress of I am wealthy, it is easy, and there is more than enough. This is not a passive process. It is an active and vigilant act of mental and emotional architecture. You are now the guardian of your new perception. You must, with a loving but fiery discipline, refuse to allow the old scarcity-based thoughts and perceptions to re-enter your new home. You are no longer trying to believe. You are living from the assumption. The practical application is the belief solidification ritual. This is your daily maintenance on your new home. Step 1. The Morning Blueprint Review. Every morning, before you do anything else, you will spend 3 minutes in the alchemical stillness, reliving your unseen blueprint. You will feel the finished fact of your wealth. This is setting the projector for the day. Step 2. The evidence compiling, the second sight. As you go through your day, you will actively hunt for evidence that your new reality is true. You will use your billionaire's second sight. Did you find a coin? That is my abundance, confirming itself. Did a friend buy you coffee? I am always provided for. You are actively gathering the bricks to build your new house. Step 3. The veil rejection technique. When a 1% illusion appears, a bill, a problem, you will not deny it. You will reframe it. You will look at the bill and say, I see this 1% illusion, but I choose to hold my faith in my 99% reality of more than enough. This bill is a phantom. My abundance is the truth. You are refusing to let the old movie play. Reflect on this. Your new reality is a decision. It is not a wish. It is a decision you make and then remake and remake, moment by moment, until it becomes your new, natural, unshakable home. Your old veil of lack was comfortable, familiar. It was a prison, but it was a known prison. Your new home of opulence may feel uncomfortable at first. Your ego will try to drag you back to the safety of your old cell. This is the final test. Can you be more loyal to your unseen blueprint than you are to your seen prison? Can you persist in your new assumption even when the 1% senses have not yet caught up? This persistence, this divine stubbornness, is the fire that cures the new belief system into a solid, unbreakable new reality. The final teaching is this: you do not get what you want or what you manifest once. You get what you are. You get what you believe. You get your home frequency. The work of the master is to make opulence your new home, to make abundance your new, automatic, boring reality. You must build your new architecture of belief so thoroughly that a thought of lack feels as foreign and absurd to you as a thought of I cannot breathe feels right now. You are building a new perceptual habit. This is the final solidification. This is how you move from visiting the realm beyond the veil to living there permanently. The new home is built. The blueprints are your beliefs. It is time to move in, lock the door to your past, and live. I am the architect of my beliefs. I am building my new, permanent home in the reality of opulence. I am vigilant, and I refuse to entertain the old illusions of lack. I am more loyal to my unseen truth than my seen illusion. My belief is the solid structure of my new world. I am home. Chapter 15. I am the unveiling, embodying the one true reality. We have come to the end and to the true, ultimate beginning. We began by seeking what was beyond the veil. We unmasked the senses, the ego, the void, the field. We learned to chisel, to command, to tune, to perceive, and to build. But the final, most profound, and most liberating truth is this: There is no veil. The veil itself was the final illusion. You were not a prisoner breaking out. You were not a creator pulling things in. You were, and always have been, the one whole, undivided reality, pretending to be separate from itself. The veil was a game you were playing. The lack was a costume you were wearing. The struggle was a movie you were projecting. The entire journey beyond the veil was simply the journey back to yourself. You are not in the universe. You are the universe. You are not in God. You are God experiencing itself as a human for the joy of it. This is the unveiling. You are not perceiving reality. You are reality. The embodiment of this truth is the end of all doing and the beginning of pure being. You no longer need a technique to manifest because you are the manifestation. You no longer need to tune your frequency because you are the source of all frequencies. You no longer need to chisel with I am because you are the I am. In this final state of embodied mastery, your very presence becomes the command. Your being becomes the alchemy. You walk into a room and your coherent, whole, unveiled energy field silently commands the reality around you to rise to your frequency. You do not attract wealth. You are wealth, and the 1% illusion of money simply organizes itself around you as an echo of your being. You do not seek power. You are power, and the world bends to your quiet, effortless, harmonic will. This is the final state. You are the unveiling. This is not an application. It is a realization. It is a total and permanent surrender into your own divinity. Your practice now is simply to be. It is to walk, talk, eat, and breathe from this profound, silent, joyful knowing. You will look at the 1% illusion, the solid world, and you will smile. You will see it as a beautiful, magical, illusory projection of your own mind. You will see the good and the bad as interesting plot twists in your own movie. You will see the lack and the abundance as two different colors of paint you can choose from. You are no longer in the illusion. You are aware of the illusion, and in that awareness, you are free. You are the unconquerable sun, as the masterclass describes. You do not try to shine. You are the shining. Reflect on this. The entire journey was a game, a divine, magnificent game of hide-and-seek that you played with yourself. You pretended to be a small, limited, separate me so that you could have the exhilarating experience of remembering your own infinite, abundant, all-powerful I am. The problem of your lack was not a curse. It was a clue. It was the dragon you invented, so you could have the joy of becoming the hero who slays it. And in the end, you realize the dragon, the hero, and the treasure were all you. This is the divine joke. This is the cosmic punchline. And in this realization, all fear dissolves, all lack dissolves, all struggle dissolves, and all that is left is the pure, joyful, creative, and opulent being that you are. The final teaching is this: you are that. You are the one true reality. The veil is not a thing to be pierced. It is an activity of your own consciousness that you can now choose to stop doing. You can stop pretending to be small. You can stop projecting the illusion of lack. You can stop filtering your own magnificence. The masterclass is over, not because you have learned something, but because you have remembered everything. You have remembered who you are. The veil is gone. All that remains is the one, true, infinite I am. You are the beginning, the middle, and the end. You are the architect, the architecture, and the resident. You are the veil, and you are the unveiling. You are the seeker, and you are the treasure. You are I am.